Yo, what up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Issa Sibling Thang podcast. We are your hosts. I'm Lad, aka Lad Lizzie Dollar,
and I'm Jazzy J. What's up, y'all?
and this is what episode we on?
That's a good question. I think it's 14. Yes, because the last one was 13.
Was that fireworks or was that gunshot?
We gonna act like we ain't hear it.
No, ain't no act like we ain't hear it because we don't need to know if I need to get down. You talk about something, we gonna act like we gonna ignore it.
Listen, it was nothing. We didn't hear anything.
Yeah,
We didn't hear anything. It was silence. Silence.
But we on episode 13.
We on episode 14.
Oh,
bro.
episode 14. My fault. I got distracted real quick. Bro, I don't think that's fireworks, but
It's fireworks. It's fireworks. It is fireworks. Lad is being a punk right now. My mom shaking her head on the side because she being a punk too.
Cause what is they doing? Oh no, that is fireworks.
That's some big. I got scared.
No, ignore it.
Nah.
We said ignore it.
That was loud. That first one was not loud. It was like this. Boom, boom, boom. That's how it was. This one was like boom, boom. So that sounded like grenades. So that means you run.
Yo,
This grenades.
no, I don't know.
Oh my god, bro! It's
But,
grenades. You supposed to run from the grenades.
Yo,
So, I guess I gotta swallow my pride. My Lakers are not in the playoffs anymore. But 76ers on playing.
yes, sir. Shout out to my 76ers. We about to get this. We can't get this sweep, but we about to beat the.
Definitely wasn't getting the
about
sweep,
to beat
though.
the Hawks. I mean, game one, and it came out a little rusty, but I'm saying they getting it together, so we about to get this win. I don't know about this next round though.
Yeah, because y'all not that good. Like, y'all okay.
First of all, if your team is not in the playoffs anymore, do not talk.
I could do all the talking I want to
If
do
your-
because
if
my
your team
Lakers
is not
have
in the
more
playoffs
rings
no
than
more.
the Sixers. That's how I
If
can
your
talk.
team is not in the
We
playoffs no
breed
more,
championships.
do not talk.
When the last time y'all had a championship?
If your team is not in the playoffs
Don't-
anymore, do not
No,
talk.
no, listen.
And y'all had to
Listen.
play a playing game to
Listen.
even get in the playoffs.
Listen to my question.
If your team,
Who-
your team is not in the playoffs, do not talk. That's it ain't nothing else.
But I don't care. I still,
Yes, you do. That's why you bring it up. If you ain't care about it, you wouldn't have said nothing.
I do care.
Exactly.
But I said, this is what I'm saying. I'm saying that I had to swallow my pride. I was talking a lot of trash. I was. Because I didn't think the Sixers was going to get to the second round. I'm not even going to lie. I didn't think they was going to make it. Because
All right, now. All right.
because the reason why is a reason. I thought y'all was going to lose Embiid. I really did think y'all was going to lose Embiid. Without Embiid, y'all wouldn't be where y'all at. You can't say that.
I don't know about all that.
So you telling me that if y'all didn't have Embiid, y'all would be in the second round?
Yeah. Come on, we could beat the Wizards. Like, come on,
Y'all
bro.
barely beat them without Embiid.
We lost one game. What are you talking
And
about?
who wasn't there?
But did we not beat them in the second game though?
Okay. Who wasn't there?
They
though?
had to adjust.
Bye.
You just hear
bye.
that. Look, your team is not in the playoffs, so you cannot talk. That's how we gonna leave that.
Whatever.
Anyway, how you doing, man? How you feeling? What's up?
I'm good.
How your mental? How you?
My mental is okay. I feel like everything's rolling with everything rolling. Wasn't that a song? Undertaker.
What?
WWF. Sorry, I had a flashback. That's my song. That was our thing. We used to watch wrestling.
I know. Though, remember them toys we had?
No, they was possessed. You can ask mommy.
Yo, we had these. I don't.
They were wrestling men.
They was like these wrestling men, and it's like you push the butt, like you like
You
squeeze
wrestle
it,
them and
they
stuff.
make noise.
Like, oh, my aching gut. Like I'm saying,
But they was in the they was in the closet.
no batteries.
Overnight they just kept making noises.
Mommy threw them out the next day because she said they was possessed. That was scary though. Think about it. We like maybe like 10 and 5,
yeah.
and you hearing these things come out the closet, bro. It's the middle of the night.
Right,
Like
there's no batteries.
no batteries or anything. All you hear is, "Oh, my aching gut." Wait, how are you working? Like that wouldn't make sense. I'm so confused. Unless somebody's played a trick on us, which I doubt they were.
Yeah, I don't know.
But y'all played a trick on us? My mom said no.
I think they was.
Mom, and the Furby. Oh, and the Furby.
Oh yeah, that John. Yo, man, I feel like kids these days they don't have nothing like all they got is their games. Like we used to have like
We used to play with toys.
yeah, like we used to play with toys. We used to be outside. Like
Oh yeah, we used to be on punishment. We were never outside. We was on punishment.
it was your fault. She got me in trouble.
First of all, he's the bad one. I'm not bad.
No, we was outside with this. I remember this one time we was outside, and they made me fight one of my friends, yo.
But you gonna lie and say I made you fight one of your friends?
Y'all ain't make me fight him,
No, I did not.
bro. Yo, they made me fight I'm like, I don't even want to fight. Like they made us.
First
fight.
of all, this might tell you how Lad's a liar. Lad has anger problems. The boy was getting on his nerves. He said, "I'm about to beat you up," and I was like, "Lad, don't do that." And then he said something. The little boy, okay, I'll say that. The little boy said something smart to me. Then I was like, "All right, Lad, well, go ahead." So that's what happened.
And then we got in trouble. Like
He did something to us. My mom come around, go in the house. Y'all on punishment. He did something to us. Now you told us to defend ourselves, and somebody did something. Lad, I couldn't defend myself, so Lad had to do it. I think she's still looking.
yeah,
She's still looking.
mm-hmm. Yeah, we was always in trouble though.
You was bad.
I wasn't bad.
You was.
I wasn't bad.
But now that how about your mental health? How are you? You asked about me. How are you?
I'm good. Can't complain. I'm in a new stage.
What's your new stage?
Well, I got a shave, but
Woody ball.
I got a shave though.
He got to shave it.
I need some maintenance tips. Like,
Hey guys, if people that's out there that's bald,
yeah, if you bald, I need
help him out.
some
Help a
maintenance
man
tips, like
out.
with the shave, the right shaving
Is
cream.
it a
to
nice
use.
like shea butter? Because we got that skin. We need that.
Yeah, and I need that joint like to keep that joint glistening. Like
You
what I'm
know,
saying?
I
Like,
mean, you don't want it shining. Somebody be like, the reflection off your head blinding me type stuff. I'm just
that was funny. That was funny.
I'm sorry.
It wasn't even
Woo! Knee slapper.
I hate you. It wasn't even that funny.
It was. I felt like that in my shanana. I'm just saying. Anyway, go ahead. Finish telling us about your day. Go ahead. Finish telling us about your day. Go ahead.
No, I'm chilling, man. It's the weekend. I'm chilling, man. Like I be tired, bro. I don't really feel like doing that. Like I really feel like I'm getting old, yo. Yo, I went out yesterday to watch. We went out to the bar to go watch the game, bro. As soon as the game was over, I'm like, all right, I'm about to go to the crib. They like, no, we about to go. I'm like, no, I'm not going anywhere. I'm going home. Like I'm going to the bed. Like,
But that's what you're supposed to do.
Like they was trying to go to another spot. I'm like, bro, we just had fun. We was just out. Like what?
That's
what
all
y'all
you
wanna
need.
do?
That's all you need. It's that one
I'm
spot.
about to go in the crib
Because you had fun. I saw you. I saw that you was
Yeah,
okay.
like-
We had a little drink here. We had fun.
Yeah,
Time to
like
go
the fun
home.
over. Like
Fun
they
over,
like,
go
no,
home.
we trying to go to another spot. Like,
Oh,
no,
no,
all right.
doing too much. One spot, and then we either go home, go back to the
Yeah,
hotel,
I don't
wherever
hate
we at. One thing at a time. I'm too old. I can't do it no more.
Yeah, I don't have the energy anymore, man.
You definitely don't have the energy no more because you working 5 days a week
I be
now.
trying to go to that too.
He works 5 days a week now. So that's the reason why we didn't get the episode out. because Lad's been working a lot.
Yo, I've been tired, man.
And we trying to keep him up. We trying to keep up. We're going to do better. Lad's going to try and do better.
Yeah, I'm going to put forth my best effort. Gotcha.
Anywho, did anybody say anything about the name, or you didn't get any bites?
Well, I put the poll up, but that was my fault though. I wasn't paying attention, and I let it go off, and I didn't see if,
bro.
But then I put another one up, but ain't nobody say nothing.
Because they probably was like, we already picked the name, and you missed it.
No fault. So we gonna put another one up.
We need to put it on Facebook too, because I feel like we have a little bit more watchers on Facebook.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll put it on Facebook too.
But what was but you remember some of the names? I said it was like Sibling Squad, Sibling Crew,
Sibling Nation. First of all, I got people that said they liked it, so I don't know what you're talking about. I heard somebody say the Sibs, but
oh yeah, Sibs. I said that.
You said that?
Yeah.
But remember,
or a kinfolk. My kinfolk.
La Familia. No. I was trying. We need to maybe we can find a different language. Siblings playing in a different language.
I feel like that's doing too much.
That's too much.
Yeah.
Okay. I was just trying. I'm just trying. And sibling gang from the beginning.
No, we're not a gang.
gang. We're not gangs. We not. But I do like it. It go kind of go a little sib gang. We do sib gang, bro.
That's my bed. That's my alarm. It's my bedtime.
You see, he got a bedtime. Yo. Anyway, so let's go ahead and get into this topic real quick.
All right, let's get into it. What's the
So what I called it was because we give it a title. We talk about it, but we give it a title. And the title I said is "What Love Got to Do with It."
Okay, I like that. Okay,
I like that. So we were talking about being in love. Is being in love with someone pretty much hindering your goals?
It is distract you from your goals.
Do distract you from your goals? What do you think about that?
My initial answer would be no. I don't feel like it's no. That's my.
Your answer is no.
No.
Okay.
But I feel like it can be a distraction.
Okay.
I feel like I don't know. I feel like it depends on the person. Like if they like whatever it is that you're pursuing, like if the person if they're not in the same thing, or they don't have something going on, then I feel like it can be a distraction because they may not understand like you got to make sacrifices to get to where you go. So you might not be able to spend time together all the time, or be together all the time. So and if the person is if they don't have anything going on for themselves or whatever, they may not understand that. So that might be it might be like I can't think of the word, but it might be a distraction.
Okay.
Because some people they want your time and attention, but you may not be able to give it when they want it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you trying to buckle down, you're trying to focus on what you're trying to do. But I think so. Yeah. So that's why I said so I think it can be a distraction, but like I said, if the person is I feel like if they got their own thing going on too, then they can kind of be more understanding. Like, okay, we might not be able to hang out, or we may have to schedule times for us to hang out. Like, we may not be able to hang out as frequently as we want to, but let's all right, you got you doing your stuff here, I'm doing my stuff here, so let's schedule times where we can hang out or we could talk on the phone and stuff like that.
Right.
So that's how I see it.
Okay. I guess I'm probably on the same with you in a way. It depends. Like, I just feel like it depends on the relationship. If it's like, if you're married, then, it's different. But if you're like dating someone that you're in love with, then you would hopefully have, put that foundation down in the beginning. Like, hey, I know sometimes people don't understand it, but hey, listen, I am trying to start this business, or I'm doing this business, and sometimes I don't have the time like normal people.
Right.
not saying that people that do business is not normal, but I'm just saying like the time isn't
because you gotta set a lot of sacrifices.
Yeah, it's consuming. It's very time consuming.
Yeah.
So a lot of people who do 9 to 5s or stuff like that, which me and you do, and we do because we double the trouble. We got 9 to 5 plus the entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
So that type of person is really don't have time. Like not like that. They can. They could do their best to make time, but sometimes that off time is them trying to get their business off the ground.
Right.
So it really depends on how deep your love is for this person.
Right.
Because if you can't love me through everything, then maybe you're not the person for me.
Exactly.
Because you want to be able to, I want you to reach your goals, and I don't want you to distract me or hinder me from reaching mine.
Right.
So of course I want you to grow, and I want to grow. So you can't be like, oh, why you not spending no time with me? Or, oh, you don't never have no time for me.
Right.
Like for me and Lad got his clothing line, so he might be somewhere doing some shirts. Go help him do some shirts. No, you know what I'm saying? Like that's not saying that's the best quality time, but y'all still can have conversation. Y'all still can figure out what's going on with you or what I'm saying. If they really want to, if you don't really want them there,
depending
but
on how
yeah.
Which back to a conversation that we were having, which is what I was trying to say.
Tamir, he coming at you?
No, I'm just saying that's what, I'm you know, of course, like once y'all like have your intentions established and you know y'all been talking for a while, whatever. Like
we were just trying to figure out if you was talking about like right away. That's why I was confused.
No, not right away. I'm saying like once y'all established and y'all been talking for a while, whatever. Like if like you can't be wanting my time and attention, and you know that this is what I'm doing over here. I'm right. I got my business and I'm trying to do this, but because I feel like that's being selfish.
Right.
It's like, all right, well, if you want to spend time with me, then get involved in what I'm doing. Like, all right, well, how can I help? Like, what can I do to help out?
Right.
Like, and then that I feel like then that way you can get that. That's another way to get that time.
Right.
Like, that you want.
I'll give you a good example of this. Adrian and Michael. Now, Adrian allowed Michael, who's our cousins, allowed Michael to go ahead get himself established. Doing Mike the Motivator, getting himself put out there, and she was there behind him 24/7. You know what I'm saying? Like he was really trying to be an entrepreneur, and she was right behind him. Now she's trying to get herself. Now I'm pretty sure they have time together where they have time together, but most of their time they're trying to get their businesses to be at a place where they can finally spend time just them two. You know what I'm saying? So like it's going to be a hard period, but you just can't be that person that. If you're going to be in a relationship with somebody that's in entrepreneurship, you can't be like, why you not spending time with me? Like, that's what I just feel like in that type of situation.
Yeah, because I feel like it's not going to work out because you're going to get, like, is the person that's the entrepreneur or, whatever it is.
Whatever it is, yeah.
You going to get annoyed because it's like, you I got this going on. Like, so if you're not an understanding person or if you're not really into that person where you like, all right, I'm a back you, like, you get what I'm saying, I'm gonna support you, then I feel like you should just get out of it because it's never going to work out.
Right, is it? And I feel like when it comes to love and goals, it can be in one. It can coincide with each other. Like you said, you want each person to be able to grow.
Yeah.
So you just as me, I'm gonna make sure like, hey, that's my first question most of the time when I'm talking to somebody, what are your goals?
Right.
Because I want to know what are you trying to achieve.
Right.
And how would that fit with what I'm doing? Because then if it fits well, then I'm like, okay, well, we can work this out, ... But sometimes people's y'all goals might not fit.
Exactly.
And that's why that's why I feel like most of the time you have to be somebody's friend first before you start dating them because of the fact that you're just trying to figure out, okay, their goals is ... Now I know I'm trying to be an entrepreneur. Is this going to work?
Right.
Like you want, like for instance, like some guys, like, I want to have kids and I want to do this and I want to do that. Now I'm trying to be an entrepreneur. Am I going to have time to try to have kids with you? And now people out there that do it, not saying that it's not
it's not
doable,
impossible, but you got to be willing to put the work in. You got to be willing to do it. Like, cause Because like I said, it's just going to be frustrating on both parts because this person is looking for this, and then on the other side, this person is looking for that. And if y'all not on the same page, then it's like y'all just gonna keep constantly bumping heads.
So
like,
that's when love becomes a distraction because
Yeah.
then you might, if you're not a strong-willed person, you might be like, all right, maybe I'm not spending enough time with this person, and maybe I can put this on the back burner for now. And then sometimes by you doing that, you might put something on the back burner and never pick it back up because you like trying to please the other person. Not saying that you shouldn't make sure that the relationship is going well, but at the same time, I just feel like if this type of stuff was established in the beginning, everything should be peachy keen.
Mhm.
Like it shouldn't be, oh, you're not spending time with me, but you know why I'm not spending. Like we can't do it this day because this day I do ...
Right.
Point blank.
I had a question, but I just lost it.
That's why I tell you to write it down.
So basically like the person that is the entrepreneur, like do you think like all right, so I was talking to one of my friends the other day,
Mm-hmm.
and they were saying that they just got out of a relationship.
Okay.
So right now they feel like we were talking. I was like, well, are you dating? And they were like, not right now. Because I just got out of a relationship, so I'm trying to give myself time to to heal from the last relationship. But I am like seeing people, but when it gets like when I guess when the emotions and feelings start to get involved, they kind of like distance themselves.
Okay. Is this person an entrepreneur?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're and they're really trying to like focus on there. But so my question was, how do you not how do you like as the person that's pursuing their goals and their dreams or whatever, you don't get so caught up in your dreams that you keep pushing people away.
That's hard because I mean that's a good question, but it's hard. I feel like because you're like I'm trying to accomplish these goals, and if this person isn't willing to understand that, you kind of do push them away. I know I've done that multiple times because I'm like I'm getting emotionally involved, but at the same time it's like you kind of like that I'm doing this, that, and the third, and I'm not like not communicating with the person.
Yeah,
it's just that it's not like I'm like, all right, I gotta go do this, and then all communication stop for the whole day. Like that's just not what's happening. It's just they want your attention like
when they want it,
and it's just like I want to talk with you. Don't get me wrong. It's just that I'm in the middle of doing something, so I can't talk to you at this moment. Mm-hmm. But let's, we can text or send a Marco, or if you don't know that, it's Marco Polo, mm-hmm. or like stuff like that. So it's kind of I don't like to say I push people away, but I do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like it's like little things that you can do, like all right. I mean, I can't talk to you all day, but I might just, shoot you a text like, "Hey, good morning. I got XYZ going on today, mm-hmm. So I might not be available. But I'll, as soon as I get done doing what I gotta do, I'll hit you up or whatever like that."
Right. No, I do that. That mm-hmm. is, but sometimes that don't be enough for people.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like, well, I'm off today. What are you doing? But I'm not.
Right.
So I'm not off today, unfortunately.
Right.
And I have stuff to do when it comes to not just my 9 to 5, but my entrepreneur stuff. So this is not a good day for me. Well, why you can't just take off? It's not that easy for me. Like I can't just take off. Like it's not that easy. So dealing with that is kind of hard to balance, I'll say.
Yeah, you just took the words out of my mouth. I say it's kind of you gotta find that balance, but I feel like the other it makes it easier when the other person is understanding.
Yeah. I might not be able to meet with you this first week. Maybe in 2 weeks I gotta open it and we could have something. We could do something.
Yeah, but that's what it all come down to, like scheduling. Like
yeah.
Like, all right, we had to meet like 2 weeks from now. Like,
and they be like, what? And I'm like, I'm not trying to be smart.
Not trying to be smart.
Like I really have a schedule. Like I schedule myself out weeks in advance, and I can't be like, this client said, I got something with this client. Oh, I got to cancel because I got to go out on a date with my boyfriend.
Right.
Then that client will never ever come back to Jasmine or Visual Kingdom. Right. So like that's stuff that people would have to understand.
Right. And you don't want to be with somebody like that's why I said like it like I mean you gonna like who you like and have feelings for who you want to have feelings for, but you also that's why I said, like you said, like when you get to know somebody, you should want to know what they're doing, because if you talking to somebody that ain't got nothing going on, like you shouldn't even want to be with somebody that don't got nothing going on.
That's
anyway.
true.
Like I don't want somebody that I could just have access to 24/7. Like I'm like I'll call you at any time. You like, yo, I'm like, what you doing? You
nothing. You ready to go?
Like
no. Why are you ready to go? You don't have to work. You don't got no business stuff to take. I'm confused. What's happening? Like what? I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Yeah. So like, do you feel like more appreciated like when somebody like when somebody like when you do schedule like a time to like meet up with somebody, do you feel more appreciated?
I feel like when it's scheduled, I'm a scheduler anyway. Mm-hmm. So I feel like something being scheduled, I'm like, okay, so now I can plan out. We want to take the time and I'm going to be able to gaze into this guy's eyes and not feel like something is on my mind. Mm-hmm. You know, because I'm a person that my mind constantly running. So I do feel a little bit like if you like, oh, shoot, whatever. Like I like to hear whatever works for you. Mm-hmm. I don't know why, but that's I love that for me. So if you say whatever works for you, I'm like, what? Really? Like you really like? First of all, I don't get that often, but I'll be surprised. So when somebody does say it, it's like, okay, and then I'm like, all stupid,
right?
Like get all googly, like, oh, he's in the day. Wait for me. I'm gonna go find out what I need to do. Like, so that for me is just what it is. Like that's.
Yeah, and I will say like I am starting to like understand that, like, because at first like I used to get mad like if I was like, because I'm just like with the flow, like, so it was like if I feel like if I want, like, say I want to go ATV riding right now, I'm like yo we out. Like,
and I'm like, no,
you can't do. I used to be that. I ain't even gonna lie. I used to be like,
but on the other side, I'll play devil advocate. Some people, sometimes spontaneous stuff is kind of like, oh, okay, but I'm weird. I just like to be ready for anything that could possibly happen.
Yeah.
So I get the spontaneous because it does make it like a thrilling type situation. But me, it's just like if you say whatever works for you or what's your schedule look like that type of stuff is kind of like, okay, you really like.
Yeah, I feel like
you really like trying to plan it. Like you really
mature.
Like we about to go ATV right. Right now. That's me. Right now, we gotta go right now. Like then I'm like this. Like I start getting excited. Like I can't. I'm like, I'll meet you there. Let me go plan the rest of it.
Yeah, I'm definitely. I'm like I said, I'm starting to get to more like, all right, I gotta plan a date out. If something was on my mind right now, I'm like, all right, man, I want to do this right now. I'm like, what you mean you're not available?
Like I said, sometimes spontaneousness. I don't know if that's a word. I think I made that up.
But we're gonna
rock with it. Yeah. It's a good thing. Like once in a while. But if somebody is like that all the time for me, that gives me anxiety. Mm-hmm. Like I can't, because I don't know what you're gonna do next. I just don't know, and it just makes me nervous.
Yeah.
So, but some girls do like guys being spontaneous. Oh, yeah. I like when he just randomly pops up. I don't like that. I'm not ready. I'm not ready for it. I don't want it. I don't want what you're selling right now. I don't want it. You at the door. I'm like just peeking out the door. Like, why are you here? It's your boyfriend. I don't care who you are. Why are you here?
Yeah, no, you can't. But you can't just pop up. Like you gotta know. Like I feel like you gotta know like what type of relationship it is. Like before you just start popping up, because you're gonna be real salty if you pop up, and she's gonna be like, yo, she's gonna definitely put you right in a group chat. Like, girl, let me tell you, he just popped up. Like, you gonna be real salty.
We not trying to have no love distractions, okay?
You gonna be real salty. Like, you definitely better make sure
don't do it.
You just start popping up when people like, I don't do that. Especially because like you could be salty, like you might try, like,
you might have been reading a relationship wrong. You might have been the side dude for all you know.
Like, and you pop up and
she looking at you like, what
she
is
at
you?
the crib with the other dude. You like, oh, like you gonna be real salty.
You
like,
gonna be mad? You gonna be mad. You might be the side.
Yeah, that's why
horns
I
on
don't do
that.
Be free, like I don't just be popping up, like
because you might have read it wrong. You might be the side jaw. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you gonna be real salty.
Oh my god! But anyway, closing remarks. What love got to do with it?
What love got to do with it? So you just gonna join in with me? Like I thought that was a
nope.
I thought that was what we were supposed to.
Nope.
All right.
Was not joining in on that one. But I feel like it could go either way.
Yeah, I do just have to.
You really have to be strong. You have to be stronger with, and like I said, as long as that foundation is put down in the beginning,
yeah,
I feel like it should be a no-brainer.
Yeah,
it shouldn't be shouldn't be a distraction, but it can be.
Yeah, I think I'm not saying that it's easy, but I think the best way to go is to try to date someone who is not don't have to hit, I said they don't have to hit the same goals as you, but there has something going on with their life too. Like I feel like it make it easier because then
they're not so wrapped around.
I feel like it'll be easy. It's easier to be understandable because it's like, you know what I'm saying, y'all both got stuff going on, so it's like it's understandable. Like, all right, I know we can't meet up all the time, or we can't, we have to actually, schedule a date to, go out and all of that stuff. So I just feel like it just, like I said, it's not easier, but I just feel like it's easier to balance it.
Got you. So. Makes sense. So we gonna close it out. Go ahead, take it out.
So this is I can't even speak right.
Bruh. Like we ain't been doing this for like 14 episodes.
Motherfucker, I'm tired.
You always tired.
That's my excuse for everything.
Always.
That's my story.
Go ahead, stick to it.
But anyway, this has been another episode of Issa Sibling Thang podcast. Once again, we are your hosts. I'm Lad, aka Lad Lizzie Dollar.
And I'm Jazzy J.
And we'll see you next time.
See you next time.
Hey. Whoa.